Good morning, everybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of my trees that are actually fruiting. Okay, so this right here is the red Himalayan, and she's actually fruiting. Her fruits taste very delicious and they're nice and long. So yes, this is the red Himalayan right here. I love that these big leaves right here hide the fruit from the birds, because right now we actually have some cardinals that's nesting right here in my loquat tree. And I don't know if they eat mulberries or not, but so far it's hiding. This tree is good in hiding the fruits. So this one right here is the white mulberry. So I call this my garbage tree. Now you see these mulberries. Well, the mulberries are pretty tiny, right? They're very sweet, but we had it in the ground. But to me, it was just really invasive as far as taking over everything, and the fruits are very tiny. So we I was actually going to throw it in the garbage 2 years ago, and my hubby decided, let's go ahead and put it in this garbage can with soil, and it keeps coming up in fruit. I know it's root bound by now, but we decided to keep it, and maybe he'll graft it onto the ever-bearing mulberry. So this right here is the white mulberry tree, and that's fruiting. This right here is the loquat, and that's fruiting. I'm trying not to get too close to it because, like I said, we have red cardinals inside with their nests, and yeah, they having to fit because I'm close to the tree. But this one is fruiting. This is called the loquat. Which variety of loquat, I don't know. Obviously a later variety, I'm assuming. And I was trying to get up there and show you. I don't want to get too close to the nest. But yes, so this is the loquat. And she is 4 years old. How big she is. I do prune my trees a lot, having to prune them because I like them in a round shaped canopy. So yes. And this right here, that's another fruiting tree, is the Shangri-La mulberry. And I gave her a hard cut this winter. And look at her. I mean, she is fruiting like crazy. And again, this is another one that the leaves are very huge, and it hides the mulberries. See them? So what I love about this tree is you get mulberries all year. So basically all year she's producing her, even when I cut her and trim her. I do cut her and chop her 3 times a year because she does tend to get very big. And so that's one part I don't like about the tree. I chopped her all the way down to 5 feet, and look where she's at now. She's right back up there. So if you ever get this one, this is a very juicy mulberry. I would not put it by any pools or decks or anything that you don't want to get splashed, because she's very, very juicy. Tastes very delicious, but understand she does grow big here. Okay. This right here is my everbearing, right? And we do a lot of, my hubby does grafts on this, so we're going to be trying to graft on this again. These mulberry, this is an everbearing mulberry tree. Now, she has gotten chopped down because we put her in the ground out of a bucket, so we're starting her all over. But don't get fooled. Everbearing mulberry trees, at least our tree, gets very, very big mulberries. So right now, she is starting basically all over again, so they tend to be small like when I first had her, but she gets very big mulberries. We have gotten some very big mulberries off of her as she matures, and she's also a good tree to graft on, but she does get big mulberries. We have gotten very big mulberries off of her within the last 2 years. Again, this is the everbearing. This is the Satsuma tangerine. This is another one that's fruiting. And understand, the trees that I'm actually bringing you to, they can take the cold. And I wanted to make sure that they can take the cold. I am in Central Florida, Orlando area. So I just wanted to make sure that they can take the cold. I did not feel like dealing with a lot of trees that's not taking the cold, and I have to protect them. Okay, so you see those right there. There's a lot of tangerines on them. And guess who's running into last place that I didn't think I was going to get any fruits from at all? And this right here is the Florida Prince peach tree. Now, she's definitely coming out very late, which I'm kind of glad, so she didn't get killed off by the frost. But yeah, she's starting to come out. And that's crazy, isn't it? This late in the game, and she is starting to come out. And again, this is the Florida Prince, and she's just starting her bloom now. And this is April 1st, the Florida Prince. All right, and this is a strawberry guava. And as you can see, those will be her fruits. They will turn to flowers, and then they will go on to fruiting. And she's another cold weather tree, drought tolerant. So I like a lot of trees that are drought tolerant. Sun could deal with the heat and could deal with the cold, right? That makes for easier gardening. There she goes. And I have two of her, and she's doing the same. This one right here is kind of usually later. This is the lemon guava. And we may move her. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she needs more sun because we have her in between. So we may move her over and out. Yes. So we'll probably do that. Okay, we got this right here, which is the Beer's Black Fig. And there she is with the fruiting. Maybe getting ready. I don't know. But yes, she's fruiting. So there she goes. The Beer's Black Fig. As we come over here, this is a Miwa, and you can see her fruits up here. Those are her fruits. She's starting to fruit. This right here is the Sun Racer. It was supposed to be a nectarine, but we only got peaches from this tree so far. So she fruited a lot before the frost, and it killed all the peaches off. So then it kind of come back for a second time around. So we're not gonna have that many peaches on this peach tree, but it's okay. She produces a lot of peaches, so she's a good one right here. And this is called the Sun Racer Nectarine, though she's only giving us peaches. This right here is the Fuju Persimmon, and she is starting to fruit. You can see her fruits right there. There we go, right here. Let's see, let's back it up. You can see those. So those are the fruits right there, and that's all over this tree right here. And we also got another Fuju Persimmon. And this is the Scarlet Beauty right here. And you know the Scarlet Beauty does her things like she needs no help whatsoever. And she's just, she produces a lot of fruit. Now I know I should thin her out, but she seems to drop them on her own. So I'm not gonna even bother thinning her out because I had to really reach up there to get all those fruits off of the tree. So yeah. I'm just gonna let if it's something like this right here, now I gotta go ahead and take that off and that off. But usually they drop on their own, so I just tend to let the tree do what it's going to do. And once again, this is the Scarlet Beauty Plum. This right here, sorry about that, y'all. This right here is the Thai Dwarf Mulberry. As you can see, she's fruiting, right? She's still a baby. I got her as a small stick. So, she fruits like the everbearing. So I'm going to get her to their fruit to be, I don't know the size of what her fruit's going to be. But the way I take the time to fertilize and take care of the tree, we'll see how big we get that. This right here is a Gyro Persimmon. And she's the early persimmon right here. Again, these like cold weather and it could take heat and all. And this is the persimmon tree. And as you can see, the fruits are on here. Now, as we come over here, this is the Hannah Persimmon. So she got snapped off, I think 2 years ago, during a hurricane. And hubby put her back together. And so she's giving us a little fruit, but she is a baby. You see how small she is? She's very small. And then we have the blueberries. Okay. I keep the blueberries in a pot because they seem to like a lot of blueberry acidifier. I don't know if I would be able to manage that in the ground, but they seem to do very well in the pot. This is their 4th year in the pot, and I tend to get a lot of blueberries from them. One of them are lemonade blueberry, but yeah, they do very good. What I do is I built this. Let me see if I can step back. I built this tomato cage bracket around it, and very soon, as I see them turning, I'm going to start pulling these from the back, pull them over, and that stops the birds from eating my blueberries, and that's how I get my blueberries. Oh, well, we have one more tree. Let's come around here. And this is the Tropic Beauty. So, here she goes with her peaches. She looks so beautiful when she first comes out because they're all pink, beautiful flowers. And yeah, so try to get those off of there. So there we go with the peach tree. All right, this concludes the fruit trees that are actually fruiting in the backyard. And basically, you know, stone fruits, persimmons, mulberries, and these all took the cold without any problem whatsoever for anybody who wants to grow a lot of cold weather fruits. You know, so the rest of these will catch up. The red lady papaya and what have you will catch up. I have a lot of passion fruit. They will play catch up too, and the bananas. And I tend to get a small dwarf-sized bananas because the bananas seem, by the time they start to flower, it gets cold, and then I never get the chance to see the actual fruit. So I was told to get the smaller size. They'll flower quickly, right? And I'll get a chance probably to see the fruit this year. So we'll see. That's the experiment we're working on. So yes, okay. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, and hoping you're having a blessed day. Goodbye.